Jesus, this thing is huge! Wow, when this showed up in the mail, I didn't realise it was going to be this big. But hey, it's here now. What is it? Well, it's a Super 8 kit made by Agfa in Germany. Now what's inside here is complete everything you need for your Super 8 needs back in 1983. So what do you get? You got a camera, you got a projector viewer thing, not really a projector, but a viewer. You got accessories, manuals, and they even gave you a roll of film so you could open this lid and start filming. Now this idea came from the Kodak success of the Kodak Instamatic cameras and projectors. Their system was flawless. Put your cartridge in, shoot, send it away, process, put it on your Instamatic projector, and there you go. It was a simple cycle that Kodak had, and they were enjoying the riches of it. So there was a few other companies who jumped into on that idea. Blah blah blah. I'm getting my words tired again. And but no, Agfa decided, let's do one better, shall we? So let's take a look at this monster of a thing. As you see how big and heavy this thing is. It's rather heavy. Not much writing on it. I guess they were going lack of printing in the day. The only thing they've got here on the back is what you got in your box, which was your two items over there, as you see, camera and projector. What more do you need? So, let's see what's in this huge monstrosity. As we take a first look in here, I have to say the box has been kept in very, very good condition. Maybe this was never used. I mean, Agfa sold millions of these units worldwide. I mean, God, you could even find them in places you've never even heard of Super 8. That's how many units Agfa pushed out there in the time. But they're there, so they must have sold. So the first thing we see is our lovely point and shoot Agfa family camera. Now, I did a review on this in one of my other reviews in the Super 8 camera, so we're not going to go into too much detail with this. Simple, point, shoot, just like the Instamax. So put that aside. So second thing we find in the box here is the accessory pouch. We got a bag for the camera, the strap for the camera, and extra bits and pieces to mount things on top of this camera. So yeah, other good things like with these straps and that, you can use it for any other camera that you want. They're very handy too. Next thing we have is, I think, oh, it's the manuals. For some reason there's 3 big orange books in here. Wow. And they give you this little one here, film tips. In case you're a really novice filmmaker and you wanted some tips at the time. However, if you dive into this thing here, it's kind of like a children's storybook, as you see from the illustrations we got going on there. It doesn't really explain much, but like how to pen, how to take movies wearing a very out there spotty dress, maybe? I don't know. But the other thing too, if you can read German, then you will like to read this book, because there's no English in this whatsoever. So I think they forgot something there in the marketing. Anyway, moving on. Next book. The first one we have is, well, they're all orange, so they're not even marked here. So let's have a look in here. Whoa! It's the manual for the camera. Take a look how big that is. Wow! Look at that waste of paper. Wow! And it's glossy too, so it's not cheap stuff. Well, on the first page you got where the bits and pieces are on your camera and how to operate it. And how to load the cartridge. Now, we really need 2 big pages to actually explain how to pop a cartridge in the Super 8 camera there. Wow! I mean, I thought, oh look, there's another big picture of a lady in the camera again. I think it's just like another pop-up book, this thing for children. It only says up here, oh yeah, look at that, point and shoot. Really? I think they need to make these manuals a lot bigger, because I couldn't see any of them. Right, next manual. What do we got in this one? Oh, heaven forbids, another camera one. Why did they put 2 in the box? Maybe they thought you'd lose one and you'd have to keep one on your back pocket all the time in case you've forgotten how to use your instant camera. Yeah, we don't need that one either. Next one. This one's got a E in it, so maybe that means projector. And ooh, look, it does too. Well, and again, it just explains all the bits and bobs of it and where the knobs are. How to thread the film. There we go. I mean, there's about 1,001 languages in this whole book, but they say very, very little on what to do, really. So again, what can I say? The manuals, what a huge waste of paper. But I still think they need to make a video because they're just so tight. But moving on. So let's get down to the big gun in here, the projector. So I think we're going to have to slide this one out here. The styrofoam doesn't even look like it's even been out of the box. Woo! There we go. Let's this. And oh, there we go. Take off the styrofoam. It's all good anyway. So, and here we are. Here is your viewer projector for the Agfa family. So let's take a look at the beast that is the Agfa family viewer. Very appropriate for the 1980s, don't you think? So if you are buying yours from a private seller and you can go around and pick it up instead of postage, that is a good opportunity to test it out before you even decide to part with your hard-earned cash for this machine. Because sometimes these have been sitting around for 30 odd years now, at least that, and some of the belts in them may have perished over time and they turned to liquid. So, but this machine is probably is a hard machine to get into because it has some really deep, tiny screws of some type they made in Germany. So, but it can be opened. So, if you can find one in good condition, let's take a look at what it does. So, you turn the switch on at the back and it will all come on at once. There's no separate switch. So, it will all come on, and you might think that's a bit weird, but that's normal for these things, as you see there. So, here's your take-up, and here is your rewind. And normally it comes with a black hard plastic spool for these things, which I do have, but it's a little bit, it doesn't take up as good, so I'm not using that one today. So, here is your forward motion when you're playing your movies, and it will come up on the screen. And if you hit, I think one of these, no, you put it back to the center position and you can get a still frame in the gate. And then when you're rewinding, of course, you just hit the rewind button. It's as simple as that. But it seems like it's not all doing its thing because it's all working all at once. That's a bit weird. So, anyway, let's go ahead and thread a film. And see how easy this is. Here we go. We've got our film here on the play out spool, and all you got to do is have this into the center position, like so. Grab your film, and you can even do this one-handed. You just got to watch the film doesn't drop down there. It's got a thing with that. All you got to do is very simple. Wrap it around the orange, where the orange line is. You can see that there. There we go. See the orange line, and all you do is follow that with your film all the way through, like that. And you will see another orange line on that side there too. See that? So it's literally threading a straight line. Let me get that in there. So there we go. So the film, you can't get any more simpler than that when you're threading this machine. So, and then pull a little bit of film through, and then I'm gonna put it here into the take-up spool, like so. And then I'm just gonna take it up a bit, grab some tension on it, And hey presto, we're ready to go. And as you can see, when you're moving it by hand, it all runs just fine. You got your film laced up, you switched it on, and it will just stand perfectly still and hold a freeze frame here, as you can see. So anyway, let's hit the forward button. And there we go. We've got pictures going on and all. And as you can see, if you're transferring your video, your film to video, this isn't a bad little machine to do it on. You've got to set your camera right, your frame rate right. So, and as you see, the operation of this projector as it's running through, very nice and fluttery through the gate. And through that way. And yeah, so if you want to have a freeze frame, just turn the knob back one step, and of course you've got to focus that a bit there, and then you have a freeze frame. So yes, very, very handy for editing. So, and when you want to rewind your film, just leave a little bit at the end here. You don't have to let it go through, or you can. But it's easy if you leave it in there, that way you don't have to re-thread it. So if it's already threaded right at the end of the film, just hit rewind, and there you go. And there we go. Yeah, well, there we go everybody. There is our short review on the Agfa Family Super 8 family movie set from 1983. Now, if you're looking at picking up one of these for an editor machine, they are quite good for that. As you saw before, fully mechanical, you can do still frames, and you can film off this screen here. Or you can go for the traditional stand-up hand wind editor machines. But I personally like one of these because it's quick, fast, and it gets the job done. So, what do I pay for one of these, you might say? Now, here's a good tip for one of these. As you know, I paid $14.99 for this. A nice little bargain for the price. And I've seen these sell for well over £100, even 150 in one case. I wouldn't even go that far with my knowledge in that with these machines, because Agfa in a day made millions of these worldwide in every corner of the globe. So there is abundance of these things out there in the market, and you know, I see them every day online, so they're not in short supply. So basically, if you found a really decent one, I think £40 would be my top for that, even 50 stretching it, but I wouldn't go any further than that. As for the £100 ones, I'd leave those alone, because you don't know what you're going to get, and that's a lot of money to waste on a machine that may not work. So, do your homework, check them out, and I hope you get a good bargain and using these for your next editing project. So, there we go for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, folks, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you soon!